Gymnastics golden boy Carlos Yulo and tennis sensation Alex Ayala as they continue to make us proud on the international stage.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Denise Tan, sitting in for Cheska Litoncala.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves it. Mr. Moves puts it up. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuffing another one. Bacunas rejecting Estevo for the point.
Well, NBA fans, the wait is almost over as the 2025-26 season will finally tip off tomorrow. And we've got a blockbuster doubleheader on tap, as you can see on your screen, starting off with the Houston Rockets against the defending champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. That game will take place in OKC at 7:30 in the morning Philippine time. And you can catch the action live on One Sports on NBA TV Philippines, on RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app. This will be a homecoming of sorts for NBA superstar Kevin Durant, who was acquired by the Rockets this offseason in a record-setting 7-team trade. He will make his regular season debut for Houston against the franchise that drafted him second overall back in 2007. KD spent the first 9 seasons of his career with the Seattle Supersonics, then OKC Thunder franchise, before moving to the Golden State Warriors in 2016. The Thunder and the Warriors were the top 2 teams in the West last season. Here's OKC's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander talking about the upcoming match.
Super excited. Don't know completely what to expect, obviously, but yeah, it should be very fun. The challenge is going to be reeling all the emotions and the joy and the excitement, reeling it all in to be able to get the job done and start their season off the right way. But I think this group is well equipped to do so. Yeah, pretty good. We should be ahead of a lot of teams since we have basically the same team from last year. Yeah, I feel pretty good about it. We won't be as good tomorrow as we want to be, and we'll be a week from now and 2 weeks from now going forward. But I think we're at a good starting point.
Now, 2 more West powerhouses will tip off their campaigns on opening day. It's the Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Lakers in La La Land at 10 a.m. Philippine time. You can also catch this game live on One Sports, NBA TV Philippines, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app. NBA superstar LeBron James will not play for the Lakers due to sciatica in his right side. This is the first time LeBron will miss an opening day game in his 23-year career. Here's Golden State's Draymond Green with a preview of their opener.
I feel pretty good where we are, you know. Obviously, J.K. practiced today, Jimmy practiced today. So just have guys healthy going into it is important. I think we kind of have seen some lineups that we know can work and really mix well together. And we see where we need to improve, which is important. So I think, we feel good about where we are. But feeling good about where we are is, a part of feeling good about where we are is knowing where we can get, and so we're in a pretty good spot, but I think we're all excited about the amount of growth we know this team can and will have.
Well, before the season starts, several NBA teams with some last-minute deals. The Atlanta Hawks are signing last season's most improved player, Dyson Daniels, to a contract extension. Reports say the 4-year deal is worth $100 million. Daniels earned his bag after a breakout year, which also had him in the NBA All-Defensive First Team and in second place in a Defensive Player of the Year voting. The 22-year-old swingman had 229 steals last season, which is the most since Gary Payton's run back in 1996. In addition, the Australian Cager averaged 14 points, almost 6 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. The Hawks acquired Daniels from the New Orleans Pelicans in July 2024 when they traded DeJounte Murray.
Now, the Portland Trailblazers also secured potential building blocks for their franchise. The team has reportedly come to terms with guard Shaedon Sharpe and forward Toumani Camara on deals that could keep them in Portland until the 2029-2030 season. Sharpe's 4-year rookie contract extension is reportedly worth $90 million, while Camara's own 4-year retainer amounted to $82 million. The Blazers picked Sharpe 7th overall in the 2022 draft and saw him improve his output in each of his first 3 seasons. The 22-year-old high flyer is coming off a career best average of 18.5 points per game while shooting 45% from the field. As for Camara, he was part of the NBA All-Defensive Second Team last season. The 25-year-old sophomore also had across-the-board improvement as he averaged 11 markers, close to 6 boards, and 1.5 steals a night.
And lastly, scrappy guard Christian Braun gets the biggest bag of the bunch as he comes to terms with the Denver Nuggets. Per multiple reports, Braun has agreed to a 5-year, $125 million rookie contract extension with the Nugs. Denver took Braun 21st overall in the 2022 draft and saw him blossom into a contributor in the 2023 finals as the Nuggets won the NBA title. 2 years later, Braun became a full-time starter and with averages of 15 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal per game. He also shot a stellar 58% from the field and almost 40% from deep last season. Braun's lucrative contract extension comes after a busy offseason for the Nuggets. They acquired notable names such as Cameron Johnson and Jonas Valanciunas. They also rehired Bruce Brown, who was also part of Denver's 2023 championship roster. Coming up here on Play by Play, it's a neck-and-neck battle for MVP in UAAP men's basketball this season 88, and a look at the race coming up only here on Play by Play, live on One News. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play only on One News. Even with the departure of Kevin Kiambao, it looks like the De La Salle Green Archers are on track to have another MVP in UAAP men's basketball. Mike Phillips leads all players in statistical points, as you can see, after the first round of elimination games in season 88. USC's Colin Sacoe is not far behind. In fact, Phillips leads him by just about a tenth of a point. Very close. FEU's John Ray Pasaol, UE's Precious Momoway, and NU's Jake Figueroa complete the top 5. Phillips is averaging over 13 points, a UAAP best 15.7 rebounds, more than 3 assists, a steal, and almost a block through 7 games. He led the Archers to a record 4-3 win-loss record in the first round. As for Akoe, he put up over 16 points, 15 boards, 2 blocks, and a steal per game for the 5-2 Growling Tigers. That makes the Nigerian rookie the current leader for Best Foreign Student Athlete and not the MVP award following the UAAP's new rules that were introduced in the second half of season 87. Akoe was the league's first ever Best FSA, winning the award in the juniors division in his final year with the NU Bullpups.
Still in the UAAP, action continues tomorrow with a whopping 6 games on tap across 2 venues. 5 games will take place at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay. At 8 in the morning, the defending women's champs, the NU Lady Bulldogs, take on the winless UE Lady Warriors. Next, at 10 a.m., the Adamson Lady Falcons and the De La Salle Lady Archers face off. At 12 noon, the UP Fighting Maroons look to end a 4-game skid against the undefeated UST Growling Tigresses. In the men's division, the second round opens at 2 p.m. with the FEU Tamaraws matching up against Ateneo Blue Eagles. Then at 4:30 p.m., the NU Bulldogs take on the defending men's champions, the UP Fighting Maroons. FEU and Ateneo's women's teams will be at the Smart Araneta Coliseum for their first round face-off. That's set at 4 p.m. Now, wherever the venue is, you can still catch all the games on One Sports, the UAP Varsity Channel, and the Pilipinas Live app.
Well, meanwhile, the PBA Philippine Cup will also continue tomorrow at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium in Manila. The doubleheader will start at 5:15 in the afternoon with the Terra Firma G taking on the Converge Fiber Xers. Then at 7:30 in the evening, it will be the Phoenix Fuel Masters gunning for their second win against the NLEX Road Warriors. You can catch the games on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app.
Moving on to volleyball, the Farm Fresh Foxies are off to their best start in the 2025 PVL Reinforced Conference. They've won their 3rd straight game, this time beating the Capital One Solar Spikers in 4 sets, 25-22, 22-25, 25-21, and 25-22. Belgian import Ellen Russo was on fire again with 36 points, while Alohi Robbins-Hardy anchored the team with 21 excellent sets. Alyssa Bertolano did her part on defense with 20 excellent digs and 13 excellent receptions. Farm Fresh moves up to 3-0, the best record in Pool A. Capital One drops to 1-2. Here are Robbins-Hardy and Russo talking about the franchise's best start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super proud of these girls. Even the progress that they've made from just the last conference, and then even from last year, seeing it as a coach's perspective and now a player's perspective, I'm super proud of how they're fighting and they're continuing to learn and grow their own game.
I mean, of course, I'm super happy because I didn't know that this was like history for Farm Fresh to win 3 in a row. So I'm very grateful to be part of it and that I could help them with this because obviously I'm here just for a short time. But in this short time, first of all, I'm really honestly saying that in such a short time I get like really good connection with these girls. And if you go in the court and you make 36 points, you do this also for your team. This is, I think, nobody makes that amount of points just for herself. So that's really a big factor that people should also say.
Meantime, the Chocobucho Flying Titans are back in the win column as they powered past a winless next-led Chameleons 25-23, 25-19, and 25-21. American import Marley Smith scored 20 points built on 18 attacks and 2 kill blocks to get her first player of the game honors. Setter Tian Daya also had a solid outing with 15 excellent sets to go along with 8 markers. Spanish import Paula Martinez was the lone double-digit scorer for the Chameleons with 20 points. Chocomucho now improves to 2-1 in Pool A, while next led is winless through 3 games.
I think, obviously when you have a new setter, it kind of mixes things up a little bit just because it's a different flow. So I think we were still trying to find it. But once we dialed it all in, I think we came together well, and I'm excited to see how we continue to progress.
I think it started out a little slow, like she said, in the first set. We're still trying to figure out how to mesh with each other and to gel better. But as she said too, I feel like when we dialed in and we got the flow of it better, I feel like we're going to be really, really unstoppable. I'm excited to see where we go to. I feel like we can go very far.
And for the last match of the night, the Signal Super Spikers have defeated the PLDT high-speed hitters. Signal played without import Eva Hantava. PVL announcers say that the team has parted ways with a Greek spiker. Even with an all-Filipino lineup, the Super Spikers rose to the occasion, pulling off a stunning sweep against the high-speed hitters. Final score, 25-17, 25-22, and 25-21. Signal is now on board with a 1-2 record, while PLDT ended its win streak at 15 games. And coming up, the country's golden boy looks to bring home not just one, but 2 more gold medals. Carlos Yulo qualifies for a couple of finals in the 53rd Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Indonesia. That story and more when Play-by-Play returns only here on One News. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Welcome back. Filipina tennis sensation Alex Ayala kicks off her campaign at the Guangzhou Open. Ayala came through with a dominant first set against Claire Liu, 6-2. But the American opponent bounced back in the second, 4-6 to force a decider. The third set is ongoing. The match comes on the heels of Ayala's new career-high ranking of world number 53. Ayala moved up one spot despite an early exit at the Japan Open last week.
Okay, we've got a UAAP and a PBA tonight's highlight reel. Puro basketball tayo. Let's start with ladies first in the UAAP. NU against Ateneo. Inside Villanueva, out they shift. And then look at this move, bump and foul inside there against a smaller defender with just over a minute left. Take a look at this move again. This shot was big because prior to this, Ateneo went on a 15-2 run in the fourth quarter to make the game interesting. That was Pingol, by the way, with that move inside. Woo! Pingol finishing with a game-high 22 points, along with 6 rebounds, 4 steals. NU avoids a late collapse. And to beat Ateneo, 83-79 after that very big play. 3-point play. Laking bagay nun. Okay, up next, USC Adamson women. How about some defense? Ito, maganda to. Pag running down the floor, going all the way, gets swatted by Oma Onyanwa. Whew, take a look. Inabangan talaga eh. And look at the stare down too by the USC's big woman right there inside. She said, not that easy. That's her only block of the game. Onyanwa finishing with 13 points, 9 rebounds as well. USC beats Adamson to remain undefeated through 6 games. Final score here, 79-55. Kala ni Apag, dire-diretso na eh. Sabi ni Onyanwa, no. More defense. This time, Adamson, USC men. USC setting up to go for that last shot in the first half. Take a look at this. Pacanada surveying inside to Akowe. Denied by Mudiaga Ojarikre. Good timing there by the Adamson big man. Take a look. Akala mo pag inside kay Akowe, sure ball. No, Ojarikre says, I got you body to body. Gandang timing. All ball too on the block up top. Wow. Ojarikre had 4 massive blocks in this game. He also had 2 points, 11 boards. Adamson stuns USC in this one, 69-59 at the Big Dome. Okay, last from the UAAP. FEU UE men tayo inside to Momaway. Against the FEU defenders, a lot of defense inside. 4 defenders stolen away by FEU. Under 4 to play in the first half. And here's FEU on the run. Ooh, the lob. Nice pass there. Pasaol, look away. Easy. Pasaol had 17 points, 10 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Daa, by the way, finished that play. Here's John Ray. Take a look. Drawing the defenders, tatlo yun, no? Tatlong UE white shirts. And then the lob to Daa, who had 10 markers, 3 rebounds, 2 swipes. FEU dominates UE for win number 2. 95-76 is the final score. UE, though, winless to end the first round. And that was their 13th straight loss. 13th na sunod-sunod na talo dating back to season 87. From the UAAP, let's go to the PBA. This time, ito, out-of-town game to. Kelly Williams, that's 1-3. Second quarter to, 1-3. And then Enciso says, isa pang 3. Grabe to, TNT went on a barrage of 3s in the second period against Converge. Williams bringing the ball down. Kelly says, I may be old, but I can still hit. The knockdown 3 gets a lucky bounce. Tatlo na yun. Back-to-back 3s by TNT. Take a look at the lead here. Now up by 6. Kick out, Aurin, Enciso, open, 3. Bang, 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 4 3s. 4 na sunod-sunod na 3-point shots from Kelly Williams and Simon Enciso collaborating on that back-to-back 3s. And TNT was just hot here in the second period. Those 4 triples, 16 points by TNT. In under a minute, Williams finished with 14 points and Enciso chipped in 9. TNT beats Converge 110-103. Denise.
All right, before we go, this is our story. We, of course, want to wish the best of luck to 2-time Olympic gold medalist Carlos Yulo, who is on the verge of adding more hardware to his legendary career. Yulo is through to the finals of both the floor exercise and vault at the 53rd Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta. Yulo scored 14.566 in the floor, good for second in the qualifying round. He also topped the vault with 14.75. Only the top 8 advance to the medal rounds, with Yulo set to compete for gold this Friday in floor and Saturday in vault.
Galing talaga ni Carlos Yulo. No? You got to go with Carlos in Paris. That historic 2 Olympic golds for the Philippines. It is just really a thrill, a joy. Alam mo kasi isang athlete, Denise, pag talagang, kumbaga, yung competitive level na nandun, pero yung passion nandun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Di ba, kitang-kita mo kay Carlos, kay Kaloy na gusto niya yung ginagawa niya. Parang lang siya naglalago, nag-e-enjoy.
I mean, for you to get to that level, you really have to have the passion for it because
Yes,
it takes
yes.
a lot of sacrifice and dedication. And he has that, obviously.
Oo.
And hopefully, litong-lito na ako sa camera, hopefully, makadalawang gold pa tayo ulit for the Philippines.
Sana.
Okay.
Oo, para tuloy-tuloy lang ang gold medal haul ng Pilipinas, lalo na sa gymnastics with Carlos Yulo nga. They're leading the charge. So congratulations once again to Carlos Yulo. Hopefully tuloy-tuloy itong success natin sa 53rd Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta, Indonesia. That's all from us tonight, mga kapatid. Catch us again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News at Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We're also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Denise Tan, sitting in for Cheska Liton Calao. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid.